Hello! Before this video begins, I would like to say that I had some technical difficulties with the audio, and this took me about a month or two to animate. Enjoy! I'm gonna have to say, how are you first?
How am I? I am fine. I just finished answering my physics quiz and it was very hard. But I survived because I'm Asian.
I hate
How about
physics, even though it's
okay.
science.
Science is fine as long as there's no numbers.
And that's
Like
physics.
just remove this numbers part in science and I'll probably ace that stuff. Ace science. How are you though? How's your evening? How's your day?
It's a meh.
Can you explain?
Well, first off, it rained a lot, so it was really cold for half the day, and then also half the day was really hot, so that was a bit of uncomfort there.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was like super cold in the afternoon, but then like in the morning it was like hot. So like, what? Are you in your menopause, Mother Nature? Calm down, please.
Okay, so I I had this collab because I wanted to do a conversation about animation, and I think I'm gonna start with how I was really wanting to watch a TV series of animation, cartoon animations, and I wouldn't allow my uncle to actually change the channel in which they have to buy another TV.
Yeah, like
I don't
when
know
you're
why I
a
remember
kid.
that.
Oh god, I remember like being a kid back then. We only had one television, and whenever my cousins came over, we had to like fight for the remote, like have actual
Oh,
wars, and whoever had the remote either had to hide it or they bring it everywhere they go, because if I leave it there, they're gonna change the channel and I'm gonna miss
oh my
Simon,
God,
miss a
it's
Batman.
war.
Mhm. Truly war. And then if you do hide it, just make sure that you don't forget where you hide it, because like every time I did hide the remote, I forget and I start panicking because I'm gonna get yelled at again. Why did you hide the remote? Why did you hide the remote?
And then you
Uh,
probably will miss the series that you wanted to watch.
Remember like being a kid and waking up super early and then turning on the TV to Cartoon Network, and like they got like super freaky like cartoons on. Have you ever like tried
Oh,
that?
that
Because
that's the best part of being a kid right there.
mm-hmm, like waking up early and then like sprinting to the TV, turning on TV, Cartoon Network, best shows. Period.
Oh, I didn't have any cable.
Oh, what did you what? Like, did you just watch on the like local channel?
Yeah, it was still a lot of fun, even though the dub was terrible.
Oh, yeah, like dubs are horrible, especially if it's in Tagalog. Like we're in the Philippines, everybody like understands English. Just don't dub it. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, a friend of mine have, even though the film, it was an anime film, a movie, even
Mm,
though it was one of the best, he hated it because of the dub.
yeah. Like it doesn't even have to be like it doesn't even have to be a cartoon. It could be like any movie and they dub it. And like what's the point? You know, like just everybody here speaks English. We understand English. So why not just show everybody the show
And
as it
the
is?
sound effects have to be recreated as well, because if they had to cut the voices, they have to also cut everything else. So it would
Mm-hmm.
sound like, even though you're holding a pillow, it would sound like you're smacking a pillow.
Speaking of effects, have you seen? It's horrible. It's horrible. First of all,
I'm
the
gonna
acting.
I'm gonna try and understand you because you cut out a while ago.
Oh, sorry. Which part did you last hear?
It was after I said that smacking of pillow.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of effects, I'm pretty sure you've heard of.
I don't want to talk about that. That's so bad. They call it special effects. It's just one layer of texture, and even though, okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but even though
No,
he was frozen, you can still see,
Mhm.
even though our TV is 480p, you can still see
Mhm.
him move.
Not only the effects, but the plot is horrible. The costumes, they're like
Oh, it's a good
costumes.
thing I didn't actually watch it.
The really cheap costumes, the really cheap ones you can get from like any store. They're not
Like a
handmade,
dollar store.
they're yeah, like from a dollar store. So the effects are horrible, and they boasted how they have like this really big budget, but you can't see it in their effects. So like, anyway, I don't want to talk about that garbage dump fire burning pile of cow poop anymore. I'm censoring myself. Anyway.
Alright. I also,
Okay.
I this just got into my memory, but I do remember that the creator of Tom and Jerry has recently died. Well, as of recording this,
Mm,
it's a few weeks or months ago. R.I.P. By the way, rest in peace.
yeah. Tom and Jerry was like the I'm sorry about that word, but it's the I love Tom and Jerry. What about you?
Oh, it's been my childhood. I even asked my dad to download it and burn it to a. This sounds like this is so illegal, but I'm gonna say it anyway because my father doesn't do it anymore. I asked my
Mm.
dad to download a lot of the episodes and burn it on a DVD rewritable disc, and I would play it. Okay, and I will play it over and over because it's still funny, even though it's so old. It aged really well.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry is like the cartoon where you can be 50 and still enjoy it because it's such a good show.
Oh yeah, and the use of no talking at all and just using instruments to do the effects is incredible. It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah, but there are some like hit and misses from like the show. Like the movies, some of them are like a hit or miss. I feel like I didn't really enjoy the movies all that much, but the
I did watch Tom and Jerry and the Chocolate Factory. Was it?
was it horrible? I bet it was.
Let's just say that everything is animated perfectly, and it's basically Charlie. I mean Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Tom and Jerry in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's this I don't know what it was called, but there's a specific Tom and Jerry style that I absolutely adore. I don't know what it's called. I think I'll just send you like picture when I'm like after our recording or when I do find the name because I'm actually looking it up right now. But there's an art style they used in Tom and Jerry that I absolutely adored because it was super pretty.
I'm gonna have to say there are some. Okay, as Tom and Jerry has been bouncing from animation studios to another animation studios, and did I say that correctly? Animation.
Yeah, you did.
So each studio had a distinct art style, but you can still see that it's Tom and Jerry because it's the characters and not just the art style.
Yeah, the designs are iconic.
So I think that the least one that I like is I think it was close to the people who animated a TV series called Tom and Jerry Kids Show.
Okay, wait, let me look it up. Oh, Tom and Jerry Kids?
Oh yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Them as kids? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Just looking at the art style, I'm not trying to be controversial, but I don't dig the art style. The animation's probably good, but I don't really like the art style. But then that's because I'm more used to the OG Tom and Jerry design rather than seeing them as kids. So it's probably why.
Since it's a TV series, they had to cut out a lot of things that would be considered as violence. So it's not as funny as I watched before. Remember how Tom ended up
But
in Texas for? Oh wait, Tom and Jerry was in Texas basically,
Mm-hmm.
and the meme was basically Tom doing the howdy with a smoke from the cigarette. I mean, is it tobacco?
Yeah, like, and then like he was talking to like a female cat that was like tiny.
But also,
He was flirting with
yeah,
her.
that entire episode was just full of hilarious. But I can't say words. It's really hilarious.
Yeah, I like Tom and Jerry. I like Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry like is my childhood. Was my childhood. And yeah. Oh, Looney Tunes.
Oh, I can't bear
Bugs Bunny.
those.
Oh, wait, you never watched those
I
before?
have seen a few episodes, but when I was a kid, it was really hard for me to watch them because our TV with local providers, and they
Aw.
rarely even any Looney Tunes ever.
That's like that's sad. Cause like Looney Tunes was like the best show, like second tier below Tom and Jerry. And like there's like this super iconic scene of a frog singing like "Hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal." Na 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 na.
Oh,
Na.
I
And then every time a
didn't
human saw
watch
him,
that.
that's sad. You should look it up. It's amazing. It's funny.
I
Hello?
never actually heard of any frog characters in Looney Tunes until you said that.
There are well, he wasn't really like a fully fleshed out character. I think he was just in an episode where he was singing. I don't really know his name to be honest. I just know him from like the singing frog episode. That's all I know of him.
Oh, okay.
Back then when I was like I don't know how old I was. I was pretty young and they would show Looney Tunes every Saturday and Sunday afternoon from like 3 until 5. And it was like I would spend the entire afternoon just in front of TV watching them.
Oh yeah, it's
But I don't get to do that now.
that's why we call it childhood.
Yeah, I miss being a kid sometimes actually because like there's like no responsibilities. You can just like chill and watch TV.
Oh yeah, being a kid
But
was awesome.
Rick and Morty, amazing.
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty.
Have you seen Rick and Morty?
I actually can't watch it because
Why?
uh, I was too busy with school.
Because 12th grade, I think, I started watching Rick and Morty. Thanks for having me, man. Like this was fun, even though this is our second recording, but this is fun. I'm gonna plug myself in. Hi everyone, it's me, Chessee. You can check out my channel. It's probably in the description below. He'll probably put it down there somewhere, and you can hear the talk in the background. Then that's fine. Uh, Stay cool and frosty and drink water.